Well, he's one of the most famous athletes in the world, but Tiger Woods is hiding from the world after his mysterious Friday morning car accident. What in the world happened, and are we watching the taming of Tiger right before our eyes? We know millions of kids love to play video games. Now all those kids can play video games at school while earning their degree. You won't believe which local university is now offering a bachelor's degree in video games. Had a driver loses control of his car in the city of Industry. I mean, I've heard of going to the car wash, but that's ridiculous. Today, Tiger Woods pulled out of his own charity golf tournament at Sherwood Country Club. Tiger is arguably the world's most famous athlete. His image has always been squeaky clean. Over the weekend, he was in a car accident. According to reports, he was left unconscious with scratches and scrapes on his face. According to reports as well, his wife Elin broke out the window of his car with a golf club and pulled him to safety. I'm saying, according to reports, because no one really knows what happened early Friday morning when Woods crashed his SUV into a tree and a fire hydrant. No one knows because Woods refused to talk with police and issued a statement asking for privacy on his website. The tabloids have been reporting that Woods was having an affair with another woman. Some are speculating that his wife confronted him about it. That resulted in the accident. On Tiger's website today, people were asking him to come clean and tell the truth. Media experts say people are forgiving of misbehavior, but not for a cover-up. Remember, with Tiger Woods, image is everything. Our contributors tonight were Ron Kaye from RonKayLA.com and actress and social activist Debra Skelton. And Debra, I'm going to start with you. From an image standpoint, should he remain quiet or come out with it, whatever it is?
I think he should remain quiet. And I'm, even though it's from an image standpoint, it's not as if it were David Letterman where the information was already out there and then he confessed to the information. This is information that is unknown. And at this point, if he says it's none of your business, then quite frankly, it's none of our business. It'll die down. Ellen DeGeneres at one point thought that she would be penalized for being gay and coming out of the closet and revealing that information. In fact, she was not. Hollywood is very forgiving. Your fans are very forgiving. We love putting you on a pedestal. We love knocking you off, but we also love putting you back on it. He's an American icon. He's a golf icon. And I guarantee you that his career will not suffer, nor will his money. If he says it's none of your business, trust me, we will move on in our ADD society on to someone else, another celebrity, and latch on to that information while forgetting his information.
Yeah, but Ron, he makes about $40 million a year in endorsements. Do you think that that would be harmed if he doesn't clear this up?
No, well, I don't think it'll be harmed at all.
I think he's making a huge mistake. First of all, this guy has hid out. He never says anything. He's indeed created an image. I mean, if this was Babe Ruth, he'd have said, my wife hit me with a baseball bat. And I got drunk and I smashed up the car and everybody would have celebrated the next home run. And I think if Tiger just came clean, he's hiding. He can't be seen because he's scarred and marred. And whatever happened between him and his wife, and it certainly points to she hit him with the golf club. He drove off in anger and out of, probably bleeding from his mouth and smashed into the fire hydrant, the tree. And she was quick-witted enough to make up a story by the time the ambulances and the cops got there. But whatever the truth is, he's perpetuated this story. He's allowed speculation and tabloids and everybody to make up their own story. And he's going to be silent the rest of his life about this? No way.
Deb, don't you think, though, we're going to overtime for a second, don't you think at the end of the day, and I understand his right for privacy, but don't you think if he comes clean, people forget quicker and they forgive him?
Not necessarily. Not necessary. And the reason I say that is he wants people to respect his privacy. We've seen it time and time again, especially with a celebrity of his quality. Leave him, give the 1/8 brother the opportunity to have people mind their own business. Okay? Leave him alone. If he wants to say something, he will. And if it's that personal,
and have us mind your own business.
If it's that, no, but he doesn't owe that to anybody. Those endorsements came because he earned them. He doesn't owe anybody. He does not owe anybody, and he certainly doesn't owe anybody on a personal level when it comes to something that goes on between him and his wife. If we discover it and bring it out to the forefront, then we don't need him to confess in the first place. We already have the information.
Let's go. Now a commitment and a question of commitment. 21-year-old Alexis Hutchison joined the Army. She's a single mother with an infant son. Alexis was supposed to be deployed to Afghanistan, but refused because there was no one to care for her son. Her mom originally said she would, but then said it was too difficult. Hutchison is now in jail on the Army base for refusing to go. Now, she did make a commitment, and you could come to the conclusion that her mother said she couldn't care for her 11-month-old son because Alexis doesn't want to go to Afghanistan. She is hoping for a discharge rather than a court-martial. Ron, what do you think should happen here?
So give me something. Here's Tiger Woods with his $1 billion, and he has a right to privacy, but this woman's plight is everywhere. She's got a problem. If they don't believe her, it's one thing, but it's not clear that she's not telling the truth. She had to sign an agreement. She said she'd have her kid taken care of, and now they're ordering her to put the kid into foster care because her mother's got health problems and other issues. I mean, there ought to be some sort of review board that examines the facts and makes a determination and gives her 90 or 180 days to solve her personal problem. I mean, it's the military and everybody has to be treated alike, but in Army or anywhere else is everybody treated alike. Cases have to be individualized. And I think it's a stark contrast to the Tiger Woods story where he's ducking the law and she's being confronted by the law over caring for her baby.
Deb?
I wouldn't compare the two at all, Ron. First of all, he's not ducking the law. He's saying, I choose not to speak about it, which is his God-given right as an American citizen. That's number one. And number two, you give up certain rights when you sign your life over to the Army. Understandable. Unfortunately, it's not an individual situation. Personally, I would have done the exact same thing. I am with this woman on this situation. And not only is her mother failing in health to a certain extent, she's also the caregiver for 3 other relatives. And so this situation, I guarantee you, I really don't think it'll come to a court-martial. I really think that the court of public opinion will see this through, and she will have the right to either be with her child, be dishonorably discharged, but definitely not be court-martialed.